fabrication, fraud, 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 and liars. I can't stand them. I want to get some esoteric stuff, and I want it to be real. This ain't it.
Be able to replicate what the US government has done in secret in the last 80 years.
Now, I believe that. Secret technology. That's what we're after. This is what we're after on this channel. We're after anything that can manipulate, change, or edit this reality we live in. That's the big secret. That's what we're after. But not these frauds. I don't believe a word they're saying, because this guy, where was he? This one.
That this footage will be leaked sooner or later. But personally, I personally hope that this crash retrievals. That is interesting.
Oh, that was him. This guy.
Out there from these crash retrievals. And I personally hope that this footage will be leaked sooner or later. But leaked in such a way that it's unambiguous, because
it's unambiguous how it's leaked. There's a manifest of people that was on that chopper during that mission with commanding officers. And you can leak something and somehow your name doesn't get attached. First and foremost, just like I said 20 minutes ago, why don't we see any personal videos, like somebody taking it with their iPhone? Why is it always this night vision S 1989 looking CRT video? Every single, and like I was saying, this looks like rope. This looks like a rubber band wrapped around duct tape, wrapped around a balloon. And this was, where's this guy? I think it was him. Oh yeah, we got evidence coming out. Groundbreaking evidence. Evidence that's going to make you, you're going to think differently after what we drop, bro. Yo, after what we drop, you'll never question things again. Oh my God. And it was this. You don't even know what's going on. You can't even tell what's going on. This is your groundbreaking evidence. This makes me wonder about News Nation. This is the stuff you're pandering to. This is the people you got on. This is the proof. Now, the message, and I got to reiterate this because I can't wait to cut up this footage and release it. Where did he say? Here it is. Given you have access to all those UAPs, you are in the military, you are around them, you know about them, unclassified to your presence and knowledge, basically. If you don't mind me asking, if you have access to all this, why were we shown a non-convincing video in night vision instead of good, proper quality video? Good question. He goes on to say, oh, this was just the first one. We'll be sharing the rest of those. Oh, also, we're under new leadership for releasing this. Bro, that video was a supposed military operation. You've already leaked secrets. This whole thing of may contain national security data. You're already there. You're already there. And it is so weird when you hear this, because I made the point. Hold on, I'm gonna read that 1 second. I made the point of Snowden for years since the 90s. And as long as I've been alive, since 90, people were always saying, oh yeah, the governments, they listen to you, they spy on you, they do this, that, and the other. You are considered a lunatic, a crackpot, tinfoiler, and someone that belongs in a nut house, right? Then you have Snowden. He releases said data that confirms what's been going on. His life is completely effed. Now, at the same time, instead of people saying, oh, now that we have proof, somehow it flipped to now Snowden's a criminal, and how dare you release national security secrets? Oh my God, the nerve of you. You should have never. At the same time, you said it didn't exist. You said people weren't spying on their citizens, but now it's proven. And now the spin cycle was able to be created to say, oh no, don't focus on that. Focus on him leaking national security secrets. Isn't that much more? Forget that we're spying on you. No, it's fact now. And this man's life is screwed at a phenomenal level. He always has to look over his shoulder by releasing one document. One topic of the document. This man said he released this and can still roam freely about. It doesn't compute. And he's saying, oh, we have other videos. Remember, he asked you, why were we shown an unconvincing video? He doesn't answer the unconvincing part. He just says we have more on the way. So you're burying the lead? You're not going to lead with your best step? Because don't forget, you're leaking military secrets. So your best step in the real case would be your last step. And they got a leadership in this now. We have to figure out if we can leak these national secrets. Still to figure out. You release them, let the people know, and they can just make a discernment on their own. No. Fabrications. Liars. And now you can look at Newsmax. After I release this video, I'm hoping more people watch my video and say, now you have to put a question mark over the news. Was there News Nation? Yeah, News Nation. News Nation. This is their exclusive. This is something that they're, I don't want to say pandering to, but they give a time of day. It's like, no, bro. When he first came on and announced that he was going to leak this, they said, before you do that, all right, I'm not going to tell nobody. Let's see some of the supposed evidence that you have. And if it was convincing, you get time on the air, right? No. They just you let him walk in with this, a month lead up to this. Yes, according to current scientific understanding, a single gram of DNA can potentially hold several hundred exabytes. Exabytes. Compare petabytes to an exabyte. Now, I think that said that was 215,000 terabytes. Do you want to know how much one exabyte is in terabytes? Matter of fact, the hierarchy of what it goes to. Let's do it. So, $1 million terabyte. What is it? That's 1 million, right? So, and that said several hundred. Now, nobody's peeping it. The world's data centers aren't even 100 exabytes. As a matter of fact, I'll give it 100. Maybe it might be reaching that. I don't. So the storage capacity is 295 exabytes around the planet. That's how much data we have right now on Earth. Between Google, Facebook, any other small company, IBM, Oracle, all these 295 exabytes. Which means you get 10 grams of DNA. You now hold the world's data in 10 grams of DNA or less. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking. You have data centers around the world. You have people talking about bringing nuclear power back for this. Yeah, billions of us. And this is just 1 gram. You could, now the thing is, this study I think was done on animals, animal DNA, because it didn't say where they got the DNA source from. I don't think. Now this goes plethora of ways. Now my theory is, matter of fact, hold on. Uh, data storage, data storage hierarchy, data storage hierarchy, and then put exabyte in it so we can see it. Where is it? Where is it? Exabyte is a large unit. It's the sixth power. Okay. Damn it! I didn't want that. There we go. Bringing it to you live. So we seen that exabytes can hold world data, right? I peeped this a while ago, and I've been keeping it in the stash because I was waiting to make a channel like this so I could say it out loud. So we go from byte to kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte. We saw we could store the whole world data in 295 exabytes, right? So then we go to zettabyte, which holds all of that in one single unit. Sounds impressive, right? Until you do that 1,000 times over, and you reach a mystical creature named Yodabyte. Yodabyte. What does that sound like? That sounds like somebody that's all knowing, wisdom, and he just knows everything, right? Yodabyte. Pretty funny how a character named Yoda and Yoda ring the same and have the same intricate. This is the world. This is universal data stored in a single unit. Everything that's been going on this planet thus far can be stored in one single Yoda Yodabyte. Yoda. Is it not true? The all-knowing, all-encompassing Mr. Never lost his fight and got to die of natural causes just from the things he know. All worlds data, universal data in one Yodabyte. And that's why, like I said, with this channel, I have to call people bearing the lead. Look, so anybody's watching, it's gonna be watching it later. Listen, we went through the whole lineage of what's going on in my mind, right? And you can see what it's leading up to. So why did bro try to bury the lead by saying it's only 215 petabytes? Now, the thing is, you're not realizing how miraculous this is. Not this, but the exabyte, actually hundreds of exabytes in a gram, because what they tried to do in the scientific data was say, yeah, we can read it. And they left it at that. Nobody's asking you, okay, why aren't we using this then? You've done it. You've already said 1 + 1 = 2, or you got it done. You got the green check. You got the green light. So how fast were the read and write speeds of this DNA? Because you verified the data was all there. So what happens when the speed of reading DNA at this level gets faster? You can write to it. It gets faster. It's secret technology that they don't want to talk about. Like I said before, you were worried about the world by you saying we destroy the world, right? We have data centers already consuming plenty of water, plenty of electricity, to the point they're bringing nuclear reactors back. But 10 grams, I need people that are watching this or whatever, find something to put in your hand that weighs 1 gram or something that you can get an actual scale factor to. Times that by 10. You're holding the world's data in your hand. There is no more, what is it? Oh, I just said it. There's no more data centers. It's a it's not even a closet. Basically, it's like a shelf. You're running YouTube on the shelf. You're running Google, like literally on your table. Come on, man. What are we doing? We're burying the lead anytime we get to high technology. And that's why I said I'm looking at this, because something has to happen. Because this technology is butting us, it's right in our faces. But it's so right there that we can grab it, but they're not allowing us to. But it has to be grabbed for this whole story to unfold. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully,
petabytes of data,
I'm making sense.
which is equivalent to.
You're having the balls to say it. Y'all should salute this man. Salute, sir. Salute, bro.
Let's talk about the information catastrophe.
I'll
A
put my lighter
concept discovered
down.
by Dr. Melvin Vopson. Every year, humanity creates 10 to the power 21 bits of information. That's a lot of information. Our planet has 10 to the power of 50 atoms. This is even more information, and this includes everything that makes up our planet. The atmosphere, the oceans, the biosphere, everything. The information catastrophe is that the growth rate of digital information we are producing is about 33% year on year, and we are not deleting any of it. At a 20% growth rate, we are going to make more bits of information than all of the atoms on the planet in 340 years.
Once again, he's burying the lead, though. I know anybody's watching. I'm not trying to interrupt it or break the flow, but once again, he just came from a segment talking about quantum computing, and he's talking about a growth rate of just standardized computers. Once one quantum system goes online, there's going to be multiple. This isn't just an average growth rate of 20%. And like I said, he's burying the lead because he's not letting you know the dog. If they can wrangle a quantum computer within the next 1 to 2 years, this 20% and this 340 years goes down less than a decade. Period. Goes down less than a decade. And I'm double checking his math too, because his math has been wrong on a couple of occasions.
More bits of information than all of the atoms on the planet in 340 years. At that point, we will overtake the number of atoms on the entire planet with digital bits. At a 50% growth rate, we will exceed the number of atoms on the planet in 150 years. This information catastrophe will mark the point at which the maximum possible digital information has been created, as well as the maximum power at which to sustain it. The digital information production alone will consume most of the planet's power capacity, leading to ethical and environmental concerns. We are literally changing the planet bit by bit, and it's an invisible crisis. The number of digital information seems truly unstoppable. Dr. Melvin Vopson says that the theoretical endpoint we are going to hit, if we don't do anything, is what led him to the conclusion of the simulation hypothesis. We've been creating these digital bits for half a century, from the 1970s onward, and we have already created an astronomical number of bits. If we continue to grow at this rate, it really makes you wonder, could it be that maybe we are already in some kind of digital virtual world? It's
Something like that, yeah.
The amount of data the simulation can handle or render, and at this rate, within the next 150 years, we're going to reach that limit.
See, but with a growth rate of but he's not putting the sources for what technology he's talking about. He's still doing binary non-quantum computers. And we just came from a segment talking about storing data in DNA. World's universe worth. So why are we concerned about the power constraints when we could just use that? Once again, secret technology not being talked about. Hey, let's make more data centers, more water treatment plants so we can cool them, more nuclear reactors. Let's worry more and continue to talk about us worrying more. We had the solution in the first segment.
I will remain a soldier till the war is won.